American Southwest. It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Like
Yeah.
I love the fact that we don't have humidity. Like that is a fucking win. But at the cost of dust everywhere at all times.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's one of those things. All right. We should be live
Cool.
in some fashion.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, man. Story of my life.
Yeah. Is it? This is not a chapter I'm aware of. Please, tell me more.
This is not a chapter. It's the whole goddamn book. Oh man.
All right. Chat's working properly. Let's see if anybody joins us for today.
Cool.
For anybody else, Discord or not Discord, patrons will get this. They'll at least get the audio version.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a.
Oh my god! I just got told the chat rules of Ritual Misery. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, those are the rules.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that pop up in quite some time.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if my cookie expired or what the fuck happened, but
probably.
Yeah.
Probably refreshed your cookie. Your moldy ass fucking no chocolate chip having cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was macadamia nuts. For some reason.
It's definitely nuts. This is not an episode of RMP. It's more of a, oh shit, it's the last weekend of the month, or last week of the month, and we haven't done anything all month because life has just been that fucking busy. So we better get our asses in gear and fucking say something.
Yeah. I just got told that RMP is live.
Oh, that's good. That's helpful.
Oh shit, what's up, Kevin? Thanks for joining us.
Fournier, by the way.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering how to pronounce his last name, it's Fournier.
I read it as Forknier.
Fork in the knee? Fuck that. That's not a yay. That's a no.
Oh shit! Pathway 2, man, awesome. Yeah, welcome guys. So this isn't, like Amos was saying, this is not an episode of RMP, not technically. This is kind of a. It's been a month since we've done anything, so we're just gonna kind of shoot the shit, do a little catch-up session, and plan our next episode, and like talk about some things coming up and stuff like that.
So what you been up to, man? Just give me the skims.
Dude, work has been nuts, dude. Like that's a like a common refrain that I have, but like it's been legitimately nuts. I've been doing a lot of like nights and weekends type shit.
What?
And yeah, and it's not over with. Yeah, it's not over with. Like, so this upcoming weekend is basically fucked. I don't think I get a weekend this week. But I don't know. They try to make up for it with like, you know, a day off here and there.
Comp time.
Like it's like being active duty again.
Wait. They tried to give you a day off after working weekend duty on active duty? You had a way better time than I did.
Well, no. Try is the key word. Try. It doesn't mean that it always happened.
Fair.
But yeah. So anyway, yeah, work's been kind of crazy. Schedule's not consistent. It's kind of been all over the place.
Nice.
Let's see what else is going on. I've got an empty nest.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you that.
Yeah. We discussed that last time that the boys were leaving.
Yeah, the boys got their own place, and there are no children, or well, neither one of them are children technically anymore.
Yeah.
They're grown ass men, which makes me not at all feel old. Like not even a little bit.
I don't know about that. They're at least adults. I'll give them that. They're adults. They're legal adults.
That's right. Yeah, and that's crazy.
I mean, grown ass man. Like we're barely grown ass men, and we have adult children.
That's right. Yeah, fair. Yeah, so that brings with it all the feels. So I don't know, man. Mixed feelings. It makes me a little bit sad. I want my little boys, you know, but also like I'm super proud of them, man. They're smart, mature kids. You know, like they've got the first part figured out. And super proud of them. So that's great. I think that outweighs
the first part is what? Keep breathing.
Yeah. And keep food in your belly, and like they figured that stuff out. They figured the
Yeah.
basics out, and I think it's awesome, dude. The pride that I have in them outweighs, even if only a little bit, it outweighs the sadness that I have that they're, not little boys anymore. They're not in my house. But
Yeah.
but it's great. It's good stuff, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing what both of them do moving forward, because they're, like I said, they're both smart. They've got their shit together. So
Well, I mean, if they're both smart, they're already starting ahead of you. So
that's right. Yeah, yeah. They're definitely better than me. Yeah. So that's cool. See, the other thing that's going on is my cancer dog still has cancer.
yeah,
Um,
be weird if he
he's
didn't.
okay. Yeah, he's okay right now. But about a week and a half ago, yeah, right about a week and a half ago, we thought it was it. We thought this was the final moments. He got sick. Apparently, if you have a terminal disease, you can still get like regular sick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it turns out.
Who'd have thunk?
But yeah, so he had a bad day. I think it was I think it was, yeah, it was Friday before last.
Like he had a bad. People thought he was dying. He's like, yeah, he had a bad day.
Yeah. I mean, technically he's dying. Technically we're all dying, right? But yeah, I mean, he's gonna die of his current condition. But we keep winning the lottery, I think, with his lifespan, because he's still going pretty strong right now. But yeah, so Friday before last, so Thursday night he had his meal, right, his evening meal, and sometime in the middle of the night, like 2-3 a.m., something like that, he woke up and threw up all over the place, threw up his entire evening meal from the night before. And then the next morning he didn't eat his breakfast.
Thank you, W.
He was super appreciate. Yeah, so anyway, so yeah, wake up the next morning, he didn't touch his breakfast, was super slow, was just being real mopey and all that kind of stuff. And I was getting ready to go to work, but I was like, this is like, man, what's going on with the dog? So before I left for work, I was like, come on, you got to at least drink some water, right? So I led him to his water bowl, and he drank a bunch of water, and then proceeded to take 2 steps away from his water bowl and then throw all the water up onto the floor. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen an animal throw up pure water, but wow. And so I was like, well, fuck. So I called work and was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit, got some dog stuff going on. So yeah, we kind of like monitored him for the morning, and he was just in bad shape, like barely like holding his head up and stuff like that. And it's like, fuck, man.
Was it one of those things where like 3 hours later he farted and suddenly had a bunch of energy?
Well, not that quickly. By evening, by the evening, he was fine. But yeah, so like he kind of led us down the path throughout the day that this might be it, and we might be scheduling an afternoon vet appointment for the last time. We really thought that was it. But then sometime in the afternoon, I got him to eat a handful of like, treats, like the like moist and meaty like treat stuff. And he seemed okay with that. He kept it down. And then by the evening, he was eager for his meal and was just happy as shit. And by the next day, he was back to his normal self. So it's like, well, all right, dog. Like,
you got me.
Yeah. So that was like a week and a half ago, and he's been fucking fantastic ever since. So, hopefully that's gonna be the case for a while now. So. Anyway, yeah. So that's like the big stuff. That's the big stuff over the last month. What about you, dude? What's going on with you?
I just got back from a week in Hawaii. spent some time out there checking in on the in-laws and spending some time with my wife. She'd never seen a sunrise or sunset from the beach in Hawaii, even though she grew up there. So we
What?
we
Wait,
fixed
what?
that shit.
How the what? What?
She just never made time. She's like, just never made fucking time. Like, I don't know how that's possible. So
That's crazy.
being the photog that I am, I was like, well, I'm definitely catching some sunrises and sunsets, so you might as well come along. By the way, a big mistake. I have found that I should not ever, under any circumstances, wake my wife up to take her to see a sunrise anywhere. Because it just sets the whole day off in like a mean wife day.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not a morning person, and especially not when I'm going to drag her out for 45 minutes driving to go to a beach she's never wanted to go to take pictures of a sunrise she never thought she was going to see. Yeah, but I got some great pictures.
That's good. That's good. Hey, yeah, get it where you can, man.
I got a new tattoo. Got a new tattoo.
What?
Yeah,
What?
it's a little one. It's the smallest tattoo I've ever gotten.
Is it next to your vagina?
No, dumbass.
Oh, my bad.
It's a like a handwritten letter S on my ring finger, and my wife got a handwritten letter A on her ring finger. So,
Aw.
yeah, so now I don't have to worry about wearing my ring anymore because I got a ring tattooed on. Like, that's what's
Nice.
up.
Well, that's cool. That's very sweet.
Yeah, so we got matching tattoos. Not the first set of matching tattoos we've gotten, but the first time we've gotten tattoos together. So, found a good artist there in Hawaii, and I think next time I go to Hawaii, I'm going to get more work done because I've got some pretty great ideas.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. Two big things in the realm of pops.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, the first one's first. It was actually the second one. The first one I ordered months ago and finally came in, but I'll get to that in a second. Hold on. First things first.
Oh, Wally.
Wally.
Oh, that's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Not bad, huh? Not bad.
Yeah.
And
Yep,
Eve.
I liked it.
Yeah,
and
Wally
Eve.
and Eve.
Eve. Yeah.
You got to put that unintentional at the end. Eve.
Yeah. Eve.
So, Wall-E, the movie Wall-E is kind of like if I were going to match a movie to my relationship with my wife, it'd be Wall-E.
Okay.
And she bought me these and brought them up from Washington. She happened to see them and picked them up and brought them up here. So now I have Wall-E and Eve, which are really only the two only real consequential characters from that movie. I mean, there's other characters, but those are the ones that matter. And then one, so that's a tribute to my wife and I, and it's pretty awesome. In fact, I'll probably get Wall-E tattooed. My next tattoo is probably going to be Wall-E.
Oh, nice.
Might be Stitch. I found a Stitch tattoo that I really, really like, and I fucking love Stitch. So, other than his love for Elvis, which I fucking hate, but whatever. Give me just a second. I'll get the other. The other. You can actually see the other one in the background right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. You're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It just looks like a big black box, but okay. I'll go grab it, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've gotten a new pop. Well, I say a minute. It was like Christmas time, I think. But I've shown that at RMP. So, okay, this is like a giant box for a pop. Oh, it's like a set of pops. I'm getting a lot of reflection, and I can't quite make out what we've got here. Okay, so wait, is that a vinyl record?
It is a fake vinyl record on what would be my right side, my left side. My left side over here is a fake vinyl record. On the right side is a place to put the vinyl record.
Ah, wait, is that Metallica by chance?
It is. It's Metallica Black, the Black
album.
album.
My God!
It's got James, Lars, Kirk, and Jason.
That is fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, it was Walmart exclusive. I didn't get it when it went Walmart exclusive, so I had to buy it secondhand. It cost me a pretty penny, but like it's the only Jason pop I'm ever gonna get, so fuck it.
Yeah. Jason Newkid.
Yeah. So
Um,
so yeah, it's pretty badass. It's got a little spot for the they're doing this for like a lot of albums. You can kind of see it's got like the there you go. You can see the snake right there.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually the album cover on this side over here.
I really like the Kirk one. Like Kirk is pretty much dead on. Like that's Kirk Hammett.
Yeah. And I mean, Jason's got like half his head shaved, and the other side is drooping over the side and shit, And Lars is just kind of.
I mean, that
Lars
was his haircut.
Yeah, Lars standing there
album.
real stupid with 2 drumsticks, so they pretty much nailed Lars.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, right on. That's cool as shit, man.
Yeah.
Right on.
So those are the new additions to the pop collection.
So the only thing I've got even similar to that is, so I got a Lego set for Christmas. Did I show this already? I don't remember if I showed this.
I think so.
The Boba Fett Starship, I think is what they're calling it. Yes, Boba Fett Starship, because they don't want to say Slave One anymore.
Right.
But yeah, it's the fire spray that Boba Fett pilots. Anyway, so I put that together a few weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
Which I've got right here. It took a few hours to get it all put together, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very nice.
You got Boba Fett in the cockpit there. And it came with a Mandalorian figure as well.
Oh.
But yeah, so that was a lot of fun to put together. Man, it's been a long time since I put a Lego set together or even played with Legos, like period. So that was a pretty fun time. So thanks to my boys for that present. Pretty cool, man.
In chat, Pathway 2 asked or mentioned Wally holding the boot for my tattoo. There's 2 ways you could do it. The Eve one that I would expect my wife would get would be kind of the same regardless, but the Wally either reaching out to hold her hand or Wally holding the boot in a similar fashion. Both of them, I've seen both versions and they both look pretty good. So, yeah, you can look at my if you can find it, you can look on my Pinterest and see the ideas that I've been looking at. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say like put your own little twist on it. Like use the characters, but put your own little twist on it.
Well, that's so. This is one of those things where you have 3 types of people that get tattoos. You have the people that are like, I want this specific thing. You have the ones that are like, I don't care what it is, and the ones that are somewhere in the middle, like, I want this. You do it your way, and I'm the one in the middle. So I would say I want Wally. My wife's gonna get Eve. They should match up somehow to where like if we're holding hands, whatever, they kind of the pictures line up or something like to that effect.
Oh,
but the actual presentation of it, and the design of it would be up to the artist. Like I'm not there to if I was a fucking artist, I would do it myself. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Yeah, that's. So, it'd be an interpretive thing, but those are kind of the 2 main ideas that match them up pretty well. So, I've seen some where they were both in the same tattoo, and I didn't really care for those. So,
right, yeah, no, that's cool, and I think that's the way I would be as well. Like, I would have veto power, of course, but like, here's my idea, artist, you go with it. Because like, I mean, me, Amos. I'm not a visual. Like I am not a visual artist whatsoever. Like if I see something I like I can recognize my taste, right? But like I don't know how to express it. I definitely can't draw it.
Yeah. So I've had tattoos the first 2 ways where I'd say I want this exact thing here or something like that, and those are not my favorite tattoos. They just end up. But when I've gone in and told the artist, hey, this is what I'm thinking of, and they've come back with a design, it's almost, with one exception, it's always been, holy shit, that's amazing. And the one exception, they had gotten the color scheme wrong. Because it's my pinnacle over here. and the colors are specific. Like it's not a specific hue, but the color and the color orders are specific to the symbolism of the tattoo. So it was just a matter of changing the coloring, which didn't require a redesign of the tattoo. Just at the time of, I went and got the lines done one day, and went in to get the coloring the next week. And when she did the coloring, she just changed changed the order of the colors that she put on there. So that's the only time I've been like, we need to fix that. Other than that, I've and I actually prefer when the artist has the freedom to do what they want to do, and they usually appreciate that, especially if it's a cover. If you're covering a tattoo or whatever, like my Ankh is over here, it's covering my original Ankh, because it gives them a little bit more ability to express and kind of finagle the skin and the ink and things like that to properly cover it up. So
just like use you as a canvas kind of thing.
Right. Which is why you have to trust your artist. You can't just be going to
Right.
tattoo shopo.
Right. Yeah. You just end up with dicks all over you yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, unless that's what you're going for. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. You still don't have any tattoos or piercings, right? You still got
That's
virgin
correct.
skin.
That's right. Yeah. I'm pure. I'm pure as snow over here.
Only modifications you've ever had are the foreskin being removed before you had a choice in it.
That's right. Yeah. I was mutilated against my will.
Yeah. That happened in the 70s. Quite often, actually.
It still happens a lot today
in the States.
Yeah, it still happens quite a bit today, actually.
Yep.
Yeah. So you don't know who Matt Hamilton is?
I do not. I'm assuming it's sports something, but I don't know.
Yeah, and you didn't Google. You just wanted.
I did not.
You just wanted to troll. You just wanted to troll me in Discord with who the fuck is Matt Hamilton, which I appreciate that.
I would have to have some knowledge of the subject in order to properly troll you. So I wouldn't say that I was trolling you. I was indicating that I didn't know, while at the same time giving you an opportunity to explain it, and doing so in a manner that was unnecessarily aggressive.
Right. Yeah. No, and I appreciate that because like that is more valuable to me rather than if you just Googled it and said like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Like, no, like it gave me your position, your opening position on the matter, and then like you leave it up to me to correct it if I choose.
Right.
Yeah. So Matt Hamilton is an Olympian curling guy.
Oh shit!
Curling,
I didn't
athlete?
watch any curling this year.
Curler.
I didn't watch any curling at all. I've not watched any. I need to go back and hit the YouTubes.
I caught as much of it live as I could, and I tried to keep up with the replays. But the games happened at like they would start at like 11 p.m. or some shit our time.
It was a time at which was inconvenient for every viewer in the world, not just America.
Right? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And like. I think I caught 1.5 games live, and then like I caught maybe 3 games like in like the next day recorded. The problem with that though is like good luck not getting spoiled on the score before you actually watch the game.
Right.
And yeah,
that's a problem on YouTube as well. A lot of times on YouTube you look at the video and it'll say, Canada defeats Russia 14-3 in second night of curling. Like, don't fucking tell me. Don't tell me that shit. Yeah, no one is going to watch a replay on a score they already know. You watch a replay for some shit that you didn't get to see the first time. You fucking putz.
And so Peacock, they hosted the Olympics, right?
Unfortunately,
and well, so 2 years ago, or I guess it was last year, right? Last year, the 2020 Olympics and 2021.
Yeah.
It was a very spotty coverage. Like it was like I would give their Olympic coverage a D, maybe even a D-. Like it was not fucking good.
So you'd give them the D.
Yeah, minus. Not the full D. They don't get the full D. They get like the tip of the D. Just the tip of the D. And I don't even let him finish. but but this year, like I think they did really good this year. I would give them like a B plus, maybe even an A minus. Like it was really, really good coverage. You could watch almost anything that you wanted to watch. The live coverage was really good. I thought it was great. The only problem that I really had with it was when you go to watch a replay. So you've got your line, your bar, or whatever you want to call it, your stream,
your ticker
line. I don't know, where you're like where you get to scroll through the games and whatnot.
Okay,
and
so
choose which replay you want to watch.
Right. Okay.
Well, the line just below that is the highlights line.
Oh.
So when you're scrolling through, like you've got so when you scroll through the thing, it's in the middle, right? So you can see the one above and the one below. So you're scrolling through trying to find the game that you want, but just below that is the highlights, and you see, USA loses to Italy 5-4, or some bullshit. Like, because and the problem with that is that they name the actual file name that they give it has the score in it and the winners and losers. It should just say highlights from the USA-Italy game. But no, they say highlights of USA losing to Italy 5-4, or whatever it happened to be. Come on, guys. Like that's not a technical problem. That's some dickhead. That's a dickhead problem. That's some dickhead. The dickhead that was in charge of naming the highlights fucked that up for everybody. And that probably gives them about a half letter grade difference in review for me. Otherwise, dude, I would give them a solid A in the Olympics coverage. But yeah, that was bad. But anyway, Matt Hamilton, celebrity,
Olympic curler.
So Olympic curling, or curling just as a sport, like, dude, that's an approachable sport for us. That's like if darts or billiards were, or like cornhole was in the Olympics.
Cornhole is.
Not in the Olympics.
Next summer games, it's coming to the Olympics.
No, it's not. Are you serious?
Yeah, it's amongst a bunch of bullshit sports that are coming to the Olympics.
Okay, well, curling fits in that. It'd be like if bowling was in the Olympics, right? Like, of course, we're not championship bowlers. We're not championship dart throwers. We're not billiards champions, like anything like that. But the sports are approachable, right? Like a lot more than like fucking ski jump or bobsled team or some shit. Like we could actually, if we lived in actually you do live in a place where you could probably just go down the street and join your local like pub curling team.
Right.
I don't have that luxury here, but a lot of places do. It's a very approachable sport, and if you look at the athletes, particularly from the United States, like they look like dads. They look like dads that just want to go drink and spend time with their bros, and and play a game while you're doing it. You could either shoot pool, throw darts, or curl. And these dudes are exactly that, and they ended up in the Olympics. And Matt Hamilton, if you remember from 4 years ago, there was a meme about the Olympic curler that looked like Mario because he had the insane mustache. He was a little bit chubby, and they were dressed in like red, and he had a cap on and so forth. That's Matt Hamilton.
Gotcha. Okay.
I've been following those dudes like ever since last Winter Olympics, and anyway, I'm a fan of like of the whole crew, but like Matt Hamilton, Matty as his friends call him. I'm not his friend. I can't call him Matty, but anyway, Matt Hamilton, dude, like seriously, goals. Like the dude is fucking. He like I just want to hang out with him, and I want to curl like him. I don't know. It's just I'm a big fan of the guy, and so I put that up a few times over the last several weeks that Matt Hamilton is goals, and just to kind of gauge who am I dealing with. And so far, most people have responded as you did. Who the fuck is Matt Hamilton? So,
I'm going to correct myself. Cornhole is not in the Olympics next season. There is a concerted effort, and there are talks of getting it in the Olympics.
That's fantastic. That's
So
that's phenomenal.
I would love to see. I'm going to go back to George Carlin here. Wouldn't you love to see Dan Deerdorf explain exactly why you have to hold the bean bag in the certain way and toss and explain the differences between the throws, because there's like 4 distinct throws in cornhole.
Yeah.
I'm an underhand cupper when I play cornhole.
Underhand cupper. I thought
Yep.
you were describing a different activity. But,
No. I mean that also works, but no, I'm not in this context. Because you have the people that cup, and then you have the people that grab, and then you have the corner holders. Those are pretty much the 3 holds, and then your method of delivery. You've got the underhand, you've got the overhand, and you've got the I'd call it the far back.
So, well, then I think I'm probably the same then. Underhand cup, like because when I toss, yeah, it's definitely underhand, but I do like a little spin on it. So I'm kind of like I kind of throw this way.
Yes.
So it's like
yes.
kind of a yeah.
Yeah. My throw has a slight backspin to it, so it's not it's not perpendicular to the ground, but it's probably like a 20-degree backspin. And it's kind of like almost like how I bowl, you know.
Yeah, I definitely don't do a backspin. It's more of a just like a horizontal spin, I guess.
Yeah. Hey man, real quick, let's talk about something we have in the works.
Okay.
Founders Picnic.
Yes.
It's
on
April 9th. You'll be in Austin April 5th.
Yep.
I will be in Washington hanging out with Junior on April 5th.
Cool.
Yeah, and which is why I can't come down for a whole week down in Austin. Actually, I think I'm hanging out with him on the 4th, and then the 6th he flies out to Korea. The 6th is also my birthday, so I'll be spending my birthday with the family down in Washington, and then flying to Austin on the 7th with BioCal. We're on the same flight. Getting an Airbnb with Dark Redeemer and yourself. You'll be joining us for that part of it. And I think Willie, W. Scottus 1, is joining us for a night in that as well. Maybe Curtis LaRock. Like, it's going to be kind of a fucking Diamond Club frat house for a couple days.
Yes.
And then Dark and Bio and I all leave on Sunday because primarily because I have to be back to Washington to pick up my daughter and niece in order to get back up here so they can go to school on Monday morning. So that is the limp fact there. Have you ever you don't spend a lot of time on YouTube. There's a channel called The Cut.
Okay.
And on The Cut, they have different games that they play, and they've produced many of the games that they've played. One of the games that they have produced that Ritual Misery is now the owner of, and it should be in my mailbox early next week, I think Monday or Tuesday, is called Fear Pong. Fear Pong.
Okay.
Let me set this up for you. It's beer pong, except under each of the cups is a card. And on that card are 2 dares. If the ball lands in the cup, you pick up the cup, and if there's a card under the cup, because every cup starts with a card under it. If there's a card under the cup, you can either do the dare and not take the drink, or take the drink and lose the cup.
Okay.
If there's not a card under there, because once you've done the dare, the card goes away. If there's not, then you have to take the drink and lose the cup, just like normal beer pong.
Right.
So yes, W. Scott is 1. It is beer pong with dares to get you out of losing your cup. These dares, vary anywhere from wearing your underwear as a mask for the rest of the game to singing a show tune in front of everybody. but it's
Okay.
always something like that. It can even be there can even be a dare to tell a story or admit something personal on there. We will have fear pong at the Diamond Club frat house.
Oh goddamn. Okay. Nope. Okay. This dude. Okay. This is very reminiscent of, and I brought this out on I think 2 RMPs ago.
Mm-hmm.
The Hot Ones Truth or Dab
Yep.
game. Actually, should I? Oh no, never mind. I'm not gonna bring it because it's got
Glass
liquid
bottles
stuff and
yeah. I thought about doing a truth or dare type game, but there could be people there. There's no way of verifying a lot of the truths. So,
right. Well, I mean, but that's the case anyway with truth or dare, right?
yeah,
Like,
but even I mean, usually you do it with a closer group of friends that see each other on a regular basis or have more of a personal meet space history with each other. So it's kind of
yeah.
there's a little bit more there,
Mhm.
and a lot of those had stuff to do. One of the things I like about the fear pong is that even if there's a dare on there to like kiss your opponent or something like that, there's also a dare on there that doesn't involve anything romantic.
Right.
Because
Sure,
a lot of us are married or predisposed people that can't be, I don't want to lose a game of fear pong because my options were to kiss BioCow or strip naked and run down the street. Like the
yeah.
I don't want to lose on that. I mean, it's fair enough. Those are your choices, and you fucking lost. But I don't want to, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So,
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yep.
But yeah, that'll be. I'm thinking that might be a Friday night activity. And then of course we'll be there Thursday, so we're gonna do a Thursday meetup somewhere.
Yeah. More to come on that. We will.
We can't
we'll
technically
workshop that.
hold parties at the frat house because it's against ordinance, so we don't want to get anybody arrested.
Right.
But there's got to be somewhere we can meet up that might have perhaps food and drink readily available in the middle of an area that might have other options for people that want to explore and get out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's we're
gonna have to dig into that one.
We might I might have to call my old friend CJ and see what's going on.
Just saying. Pathway wants to know where are you going to be in Washington? My wife lives just south of Tacoma, so I will be in the Tacoma area. Also, hey, next month I'm going to Vegas. I'm gonna hit Vegas for the weekend, for the first weekend or second weekend. Shit, I don't remember. So yeah, I'm gonna be hitting Vegas for a few days for David's soccer tournament. He's got 4 games over 3 days, and I'll be there for 5. So
Which does that go over a weekend?
It does. It is. I think, like I said, I want to say it's the first weekend in March. Let me look at my flighty, and I will tell you.
It's first weekend. That's like this coming weekend or next weekend. It's next week.
It's in 16 days, so the 10th of March is when I fly to Vegas.
Okay.
And I arrive Friday morning. And I'll be there until the 14th. So, yep.
That would be cool. I don't know if I can swing it, but
well, my tickets are there. My rental car is already paid for and stuff like that. So I will be there. I might reach out to Missoula and just see if he wants to, have a sandwich or something. So he doesn't drink, right? So
yeah, he doesn't really drink. Yeah.
So
actually, no. I say he doesn't really drink. He doesn't drink. He stopped drinking a long time ago.
That's what I thought.
But yeah, he
not only is it
it's
not only an occupational hazard, but also a life choice for him.
Yeah, exactly. And he knows all the greatest places to eat in Vegas. I hung out with him one night a couple years ago now. And he took me to an amazing place.
Too bad you didn't know him back when you lived in Vegas.
That's right, dude.
I mean, you didn't even know what Diamond Club was back then, but still.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I don't know if there was a Diamond Club when I lived in Vegas.
It depends on when you lived there.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Let's see. I got there
you left-
in
I know you were there in 08.
03.
Well, you were.
No, I was way gone from it.
No,
I say
you
way
were
gone.
in Korea in 08, right?
Yeah.
Because Rick and I stopped by there, and you were gone. You were deployed or in Korea, and we stopped by and hung out with Chris for the evening.
Yeah. So I was in Vegas. I personally lived in Vegas from 03 to 07.
Okay, and then you went to Korea, and Chris and the boys stayed behind, and then you guys met up in Germany. Well, you came back to Vegas and grabbed her and took her to Germany.
Basically, yeah. In middle of 08, or well, first half of 08 is when we got to Germany.
It was after March. Because I was there, because Rick and I got married the 29th of March, and we were in Vegas like the second week of March.
Right.
Or the 29th of February, and we were there like the second week of March.
Yeah, so I think it was either April, May? I think it was May when we got to Germany.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah, and then I go back to the Washington Austin trip, and I don't think I have anything planned after that.
Yeah.
So,
hey, do you play Wordle?
I do. Oh shit, I gotta play today's word because I didn't play it yet.
Oh, you play Wordle? Okay.
Yeah, I was there when we introduced you to Wordle.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, I was.
Who's we?
We game night chat. You popped in one night and we explained it to you and got you to play and sat there and listened to you toil over it for fucking 45 minutes while.
That sounds right.
Well.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Yep. That's how that happened. Oh
okay,
shit.
Yeah.
So my starter word had no letters. My second word has 3 of the 5, but none of them in the right place.
So I think I'm on a 13-day streak of getting the word.
Yesterday was my 40th.
For Jesus, you've been doing this shit for a minute.
Yeah. Not as long as some, but yeah, 14 days.
There it is. Okay, so I found it. Next word for me is in 32 minutes.
Yeah, next word for me is in 2.5 hours. So
I'll do what I'm obligated to do and text you my, what do they call them?
Your score?
Emojis or whatever. Like they give me your Anyway, so there's mine for today. I got it in 5. It was not a good one.
You're starting off like me though. You had a yellow in your first, a yellow in your second, and then you finally got a green on your third, and then it kind of opened up from there.
Yeah. Today was a weird one. Or at least for me, my path to it was weird. But yeah. Let's see. I wrote down topics that I wanted to hit. Let's see. Matt Hamilton, Wordle. Oh, Christoph. You know our friend Christoph.
Mm-hmm.
Christoph Zajac-Dinnick.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a patron of his.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a Patreon message from him.
Oh.
Explaining why there hasn't been a new episode of I'm Kind of a Big Deal for a while. He can't reveal particulars right now, but he has been presented with an opportunity to take his basically what he's doing with I'm Kind of a Big Deal and take it to the next level. Like a much more visible stage.
Oh, that's exciting.
And he's been preoccupied with that. Again, he can't give details. He can't like say who, what, when, any of that kind of stuff. But he's like, I've recorded 3 interviews, but I haven't had a chance to like edit them or work on them in any way, and I don't know when I'll be able to publish these, but I feel like I need to let the patrons know. So if you guys want to like halt your contributions or whatever, I want to make sure you guys know what's going on. And of course, I had to reply to him. Spoiler alert: I'm not stopping my patronage of his channel. So, super stoked to see what he's got coming up.
Yeah.
I'm also hoping that he replies to my message that I sent him because I want to kind of get an RMP exclusive. Whenever he can say a thing, I want him to talk about it on our show. So that's a thing. That was actually just today. I think it was either yesterday or no, it was today that he sent out that patron message. So, yeah,
man,
pretty cool.
Regardless of what's going on, I hope him the best. Like, he is such a good fucking person.
Yeah,
definitely. Such a
definitely.
good person. Like, hanging out with him at Podmov was so fucking awesome. Him and Amy.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I got it in 4.
Oh, well done.
4 is my usual. Like you can see right there. Like 4 is my mean.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Let me pull.
I've never gotten one in 2, but I've gotten one in 1. So
I'm equal. So like I said, I'm only at 13. So I've gotten 2 of them in 3, and 5 apiece I've gotten in 4 and 5, and then 1 of them in 6. I haven't gotten a 1 or a 2 yet.
I got my 1 because I was trying to think of the best word to use as many of key letters as I could, and when I came up with my word, that was actually the word of the day.
That's incredible. What's your starting word?
Adieu.
Adieu. Yeah. So adieu, Ouija, however you want to say it, and audio are pretty popular. I use audio for mine.
I mean, that's
yeah, and if the I is in if I get green on I, I'll do penis for my second word.
I use adieu and ports.
Yeah. So Crudge uses penis as his opener. W Scott is 1 says rinse because that gets the old the old Wheel of Fortune. Yeah.
Yeah, it's RSTLNE CDMA. Those are the letters that you want to get. RSTLNE CDMA.
Yeah. See, I like that, but I really love finding those fucking vowels, dude. So I try to put as many vowels in there.
That's why I have adieu as my first one.
Yeah.
The only 2 vowels that aren't included are O and Y. And on a 5-letter word, it's hard to find a Y word that uses Y as the only vowel.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, audio is the same way. That you're just leaving out the E and and Y.
You're leaving out the E, which is literally the most common letter in the fucking language.
Sure. Yeah, but E, but yeah. But E is like easy. Like I think E is easy to place, right? If you can snag a bunch of other letters, it's easy to place an E.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah. So wrote. Kevin says wrote, ROATE. Okay.
Yeah. These are all good ideas. I like these. Rents, court. Yeah. Cruz says I use penis, but I want to know if he's using that for Wordle or if he's just using penis.
Well, I mean, maybe both.
Yeah.
I say both.
Yeah, probably both.
Yeah.
Yeah. One way or the other.
Yeah. So, okay. So we're gonna do in Austin. We're gonna do a meetup on Thursday of some sort.
Right.
Oh, so the Tuesday prior, you won't be there, but I'll be there for the 5th. The 5th. The 5th. Is it 5th the Tuesday?
Yes, because my birthday's on my birthday this year.
Your birthday's on your birthday. That's cool.
Well, my birthday, like my birth date is on my birthday, as in.
Oh, I follow.
6th of April is on the 7th. Is on Wednesday, which is the day of the week that I was born. Yeah.
Got you.
Which means it should be the same for you. This should be one of those years where, because I mean, we're born in the same year, so.
Yeah. Valid.
So whatever day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That math checks.
It does. Like I just did math real quick and it checks. Yeah. So the first Tuesday is of course Great Night. and W. Scott is one, and I will be attending that.
As of now.
So
barring
well, yeah, I mean,
barring
of
changes.
course, of course, everything's subject to change. So we'll see how that goes. I'm really looking forward to that. Of course, we've been at Live Night Attacks before. This will be the first. First visit to the puppy.
I've never been to a Live Night Attack before. We've done live weird things and live cord killers.
We've been to live anal.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Austin Night Attack Live.
Those are.
I mean, that's technically Night Attack.
Sure. Not in
I mean,
studio.
No, I mean, it's released as Night Attack. It's introduced as Night Attack. It's absolutely Night Attack.
Sure.
The best of the worst of the internet.
We'll disagree to agree on this one,
huh? With me as always, my BFF from OAK JRY, like all that shit. Like yeah. We've been.
Yeah, but they've said that at a Ritual Misery meetup, and that one didn't even get recorded.
No, it did actually. I have that recording.
Oh, you should share the recording. Oh yeah, because you were recording because we were playing the game and they had to reverse their roles.
Yes, exactly, and it's one of the greatest things that I've ever fucking recorded.
Yeah, and W. Scott is one is correcting us. The show formerly known as Night Attack. You've never been to a Great Night.
That's correct. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I haven't been to a Great Night yet, but I've been to a few Night Attacks, and that's where we got into our little pissy argument about whether or not anal is Night Attack. So anybody that doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about,
check the tape.
I think it still tracks. Like anal might be Night Attack. If you're just taking into account the normal,
if you're just tuning in,
I think most often anal is Night Attack.
I'm excited. I'm excited because this will be the first time BioCow's been to Austin. This will be the first time I've met W. So I've never met W.
Wait
before.
A minute. BioCow's never been to Austin?
Mm-mm. This would be his first time in Austin.
Shit.
So
that's amazing. We hung out with him in Utah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been to a few Nerdtaculars, but he's never been to a Night Attack. Never been to a Diamond Club event.
God, that's so cool.
W said it would be his first time in Austin as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be my first time meeting W. Scott is one in person. It's gonna be my first time meeting B. Coford in person.
Yep.
I've been talking to Kuhan. Hopefully, he'll be there. He's a maybe yes at this stage. It will be my first time meeting Kuhan in person as well. If he doesn't,
Kuhan's gonna be there.
Well, no. If
oh,
he's a definite maybe. He's a maybe yes. I think is the way he put it. He's a maybe yes.
Gotcha.
At this point.
He's on a world tour right now anyway. So
yeah. So yeah. So I think there's gonna be a bunch of people that I'll be meeting for the first time. Like there's some new BB staff that I've never met. Like Corey I've never met. Annalisa I've never met.
Yep.
So yeah, like man, there's gonna be a lot of firsts this time. And
yeah, W's been to a Dragon Con, so I think it was a Dragon Con he went to, or maybe it was the California thing. I don't know. He's been to something.
He's been to a few. He's been to a few events. Yeah. But yeah, man.
We gotta. No matter what we do, man, you and I have to show up. Like we have to like show up.
Oh, show we show the fuck up.
Yeah, like we've had a few live events that did not meet our own standards.
Well, yeah, which that's saying a lot. It didn't meet our standards. Fuck.
That is very true. So, yeah. Shit. Oh, so he met Justin in Kentucky, Ohio. He met Brian upstate New York. So, W, have you met both of them at the same time? Because they're different people when they're together.
Oh, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Yeah, just like you and I are different.
Justin, but
yeah, just like you and I are different when we're together in person.
That's fair. Yeah, because I was gonna say Brian's Brian and Justin's Justin, but Brian and Justin
is a different animal. It's a different person.
And I think that applies to me and you. Like
Yeah.
Amos is Amos, Kent's Kent, but Kent and Amos are, well, we're fucking R&P. God damn it! Like we're completely different. Like as a dynamic.
I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if we're different people, but it's definitely a different dynamic when we're in person.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh, this will be my first time going to Austin without Richard. Oh, that'll be sad.
Oh shit! It won't be my first time in Austin without Richard, but
yeah.
But for this scale of an event, yeah.
Fournier,
damn it! Tell Richard he needs to fucking show up.
Fournier says he was at the last Nerdtacular at Snowbird.
Yep.
It'd be in 17. I don't remember meeting Fournier.
Bad Weave.
Oh, though that makes fucking everything different.
Yeah.
Look, I need y'all to stop changing your names.
He likes to change his name every fucking like 10 minutes. It seems like. So sometimes he's a good weave, sometimes he's a bad weave, sometimes he's just a weave, sometimes he's a
God. Okay, no, that makes sense. Okay, now I'm on board now. All right. I wonder if there's a chance we can get Poodle out there. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, dude. Like we need to get everybody out there.
I wonder if I can get Poodle out to Vegas, since that's just a hop, skip, and a jump for him.
Is it?
Yeah, because isn't he based in like Colorado?
No.
Oh, well, fuck, I don't know then.
No, he's almost as far away as you are.
Oh, well, shit.
Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. You're like damn near on the other side of the planet.
Yeah.
He's
3,000 miles.
He's northern Midwest.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So,
let's see. Anchorage to Las Vegas. It's a direct flight. The flight that I'm on is a direct flight.
Oh, you go directly from Anchorage to Vegas?
Yep.
Shit. How long is that flight?
I'm trying to look it up, and 2,302 miles. Yeah, it's not short. It's what, 5-hour flight? 5 hours 9 minutes. Yep. It's a long one. I split it up on the way back though. I take a 3-hour flight to Seattle, and then take a 3-hour flight up here to back to Anchorage. So I'm spending the night in Seattle. The way it worked out, I get like a 14-hour layover. So the wife and I are just gonna get a hotel up in Washington and have some dinner or whatever. So because it's on a night when it works out. So. He wants to do a game night while in Austin, but got to figure that shit. You can just do a stream of the fucking Fear Pong.
Dude,
it'll be a live RMP.
That could be a
Fear
simulcast.
Pong.
Dude.
Yeah. It'll be exactly.
Just put it on like 8 different channels. Like everybody's just fucking
all
like,
the channels,
just filming it. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get Bryce there too to make it a fucking great night episode as well.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's another thing, dude. Especially, whatever it is we end up doing on or like where the venue is or whatever. Yeah, we definitely need to get Bryce and like the local crew involved.
Yep.
Because I mean that's kind of the make or break, right? Like,
well, because the typical thing,
our crew.
The typical thing has been that we will
crew together.
Yeah, we will throw something and just say, hey, we're going to be here about this time. Yeah. And then right as everyone wonders if any of the big people are going to show up, they all just fucking roll in half lit. Like that's how that's always worked.
Well,
so.
yeah. That's years past, like that's been pretty standard. Like Brian and Justin show up, and then Tom shows up, and then like Murphy shows up, and then like people just start rolling the fuck in at a certain point.
And then somehow everyone leaves, and then Bryce magically appears.
Yeah, no, dude. Bryce is
always there for the. He's always there for the after party, but he never shows up when everybody else shows up.
Yeah. He'll show up right at the end of the main event, and then he's there for the he's the last of the last. like he's helping you. He's helping you like.
He's helping me throw you in a cab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because just in case we're not clear, that's usually how the night ends. Is me putting Kent in a cab, or me like ditching Kent to go back to the Airbnb while he's in a cab going somewhere I don't want to go. Either way, at the end of the Ritual Misery night,
Yeah.
there's cab and separation involved. That's how that works.
I think every time, I don't know that we've ever returned to the Airbnb together on the RMP live nights.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I don't think so.
in fact, I think the only time we've ever returned together at all was when you Steph and I were wandering back down SoCo, and we almost went. We were arguing about how far we had left to go before we turned to our Airbnb, and we almost turned around. And I think Steph was like, "No, this is our road." And we happened to stop on the right road, and she's the one that pointed out, because I was arguing we needed to go further, and you were arguing that we had already passed it. And Steph was like, "You idiots, this is the road."
Dude, it's not the same night, is it? When Richard called an Uber that couldn't find the fucking place.
That was the next night. That was when Richard and Kathy came over on our last night there.
Yes, dude, Richard was so mad. He was looking at the app. He's like, "What is this fucking idiot doing?" He was watching like turn circles and shit. And he was like, "I can see your fucking headlights. Keep going down that road."
Yep.
That was so fucking funny.
And that's what half a bottle of Ruinum will get you. Because
hashtag never again.
Hashtag never should have in the first place. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So let's get to plan our next episode, because I've got a little girl that needs to get put to bed in 14 minutes.
Oh fuck. Right. Okay. So our next episode has been planned for like 2-3 months at this point. Sort of
before December.
Yeah. So
I want to say around Thanksgiving is when we planned it out. So yeah.
Yeah. So we want to do an episode about Artemis. And by Artemis,
nobody likes Ruinum. That's why it's such a collector's item.
Yeah. Oh, what did someone give you the false impression that Ruinum was something you would like?
No.
This is like fighter pilots with Jeremiah Weed. It's a fighter pilot tradition, not because it's enjoyable.
Yeah. I actually don't dislike Ruinum. It's just well past its time.
Okay.
Like you drink Ruinum and you can taste what would have been great at one time.
Like, okay.
Yeah. All right. So
you and I have different.
Well, yeah, we have very different palates. That's a given.
Yeah. Yeah. So Artemis. So when we talk about Artemis, we're talking about the NASA space program for the next like moon endeavor.
Yep.
And that's what we want to talk about. We've got actually a lot of peripheral material to discuss that's related to space exploration and the moon and stuff like that.
By the way, I just want to say, JWTS or JWST rather, fully unfolded. Yeah, fully unfolded in its proper orbit and started transmitting pictures already. Now the pictures aren't. It's going to take a few months to get them all in focus and shit, but it's fucking working. Like the power,
incredible. Dude.
The power turned on.
Dude, that is like, that might be the greatest achievement in engineering. Like period, full stop.
I would once they get it in focus.
Even to this point.
Right, but once they get once they get the 18 mirrors focused together, that first image, that's gonna be fucking stupid. That's gonna be so amazing.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and like, dude,
yeah,
fucking incredible. Like, I can't even imagine
the sense
being
of accomplishment.
Smart enough. Yeah, I can't even imagine being smart enough to even have like a tiny fucking role in the process that made that shit happen.
Right.
Like,
right.
Unbelievable.
And the Lagrange point is like this. First of all, it's like this theoretical gravity spot. You know.
Yeah, and not even theoretical anymore. Like James Webb proved it. Well, the James Webb Space Telescope.
Right. It had been proven before, actually. I've come to find out, but that's still a very, very long fucking shot to take in literally the dark.
Yeah. Oh, so just real quick. So Pathway. Yeah. I mean, the Andy Weir book might get a mention. But that's not the primary focus. And then also Crudge. Yeah, you're not wrong about that either. Like a lot of the stuff that we've sent up to Mars recently, like the fucking helicopter, like a lot of that shit is like mind-boggling math that I can't even begin to even understand the approach to that problem, let alone solving it and actually making it happen.
Yep.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, like NASA is fucking killing it. And and also, I mean, so it's not just NASA. It's a lot of the contractor organizations that are involved as well. So, I mean, of course, you got SpaceX, you've got Blue Origin, you've got
ESA. Like, let's not forget the international partners, like
oh, sure,
all that shit too. Like, none of this is happening due to the scientific conflagration of a single state. Like, this is all of this science is. So fucking massive.
NASA's the ringleader. Like, they're the ones that are like,
right.
They're the ones getting the contracts for the contractors. They're the ones that are kind of like rallying the brain trust of the world and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, definitely all like highest props to NASA. Absolutely. Yeah. My point is it's not only NASA though.
They're also doing another Large Hadron Collider. Like, they have the original Hadron Collider was like, it was small. It was tiny. And I say tiny, I mean, like it was
tiny as far as LHCs go.
Yeah, it was like a football stadium circle, and then they built the next one, which was like a mile in diameter, and then the LHC is like 7 miles in diameter. The new one they're building is going to be like the same factor of large. So it went from 1 mile to like 7 miles. The next one's going to be like 49 miles in diameter. Like, they're getting fucking crazy with this LHC.
I feel like I heard about this shit like a year or two ago, but I don't remember shit about it. Do you know where it's
same location?
Where building it?
Same location. They're just expanding off the current infrastructure.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I don't think it's funded yet though. I think it's in the design phase, but it's not funded for construction.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a lot. That shit's not cheap. That shit's fucking crazy.
Nuclear
you can't
power.
Just go to Walmart. Yeah. You can't just go to Walmart and pick one up.
A nuclear powered magnet. I'll take 3 off Amazon things.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's not prime. It's not prime available.
Eligible.
Yeah. So
3 free day ship or free 3-day shipping.
Oh, so Pathway has a question. Pro or against a lot more Starlink satellites? So I don't think like that doesn't really encroach much on the Artemis episode. I think we can talk about this here.
It can, but I don't know that it's worth. Go ahead, Ken, because I'm very decided on this. Go ahead.
You're very decided? Okay,
yeah.
So I'm kind of on the fence with this one. So I like the goal of Starlink.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think the goal is very admirable. I think it's good. Like, it can do amazing good.
Theoretically.
Right. So some people I know are actually signed up to get Starlink service. They're they're in the United States, but they're in an area where there's no option for high-speed internet.
Right. Very, very rural.
Yeah, very, very extremely rural. And Starlink's gonna help them, but it's not gonna change their life in any fundamental way.
Right.
There's a lot of areas on the planet where life is going to be improved.
life-changing.
Right. Life is going to improve in fundamental ways because of Starlink. I'm a huge pro for that. However, there's some unintended consequences, I think, that comes with that. The constellation, the Starlink constellation, the footprint of that is going to be overbearing, I think, to the Earth. Like it's going to mask our view of a lot of stuff. I mean, so anything from like backyard stargazing, like like laying in the grass and looking up and just looking at Orion the Hunter and fucking the Big Bear and shit.
Right.
All the way to like university level astronomy projects and stuff like that will be impacted negatively. Of course, we do have the James Webb, which is going to see past all that shit. The Hubble, of course, is outside of the range of the Starlink constellation and so forth. So like our world's leading scientists aren't going to necessarily be impacted by this, but I don't know, man. I think if I just had the choice, okay, do I get a clear view of Orion from my backyard or I don't, versus significant portions of the human population have greater, just generally a better life and better opportunities presented to them, and potential for being lifted out of poverty and so forth, right? Like to me, there's no option there, right? Like it obviously I would give up my clear view of Orion the Hunter from my backyard to give like millions of people significantly better opportunities for a good life.
Right.
So I think that's a very good thing. Yeah, it's mixed feelings, but leaning toward pro for Starlink. Where are you at, Amos?
Hard pass.
Okay.
One, there's enough space junk out there right now that this is only going to cause further problems for space exploration, for launches and recoveries and all that other stuff. Like it's just another level of complication, and it doesn't seem like much because where they're all going to be and you can time them all out and all this stuff. However, when you've already got complications at level 53, level 54, it does not sound any fucking better.
Yeah.
You're at one grain of salt may not seem like much but it matters a lot when you're fucking already carrying 2 tons of fucking salt. And 2, I think there are other alternatives that have not been explored that we should be looking into, as opposed to jumping on this one because it's the first feasible idea. Greater orbital height, would decrease the amount of Starlinks in your way at any given time. The reason that they're at the level they are is because that's where they're not going to be a lot of space junk, but that just means that they're adding a layer of space junk up there.
Well, I mean, so SpaceX just 2 weeks ago lost 40 of those things. Like they miscalculated or something. I don't remember the exact reason.
Solar Storm, G2 Solar Storm came.
Oh, that's
wiped
right. That's what it was.
38. 38 of 11 or 38 of 49 of them hit them and sent their trajectory back into atmosphere. So they're going to burn up, or they have burned up, and 11 of them are continuing on. However, of the 11 that continued on to raise their orbits, only 9 of them work. So 2 of them are going up, but they're not going to fucking function. So now they just literally added 2 space junks.
Right.
Like.
Well, and also, I mean, to quote Armageddon, it's a big ass sky. So the problem that any one of these things causes is infinitesimally small. I don't know, man. I get the problem, the space junk problem, especially like moving forward. We keep putting shit up there, it becomes more of a problem. Obviously, it's not a problem for anyone except for the guy that gets hit by space junk, right?
Right.
But
we get every
any
time
one
we
thing on
launch
its
something.
own.
Every time we launch something up and we can't track it precisely, like we're about to next week, we're gonna have something hit the fucking moon, and we're still not 100% sure on what it is.
Yeah, exactly. There's an argument if it's a SpaceX rocket or a fucking Chinese rocket or
Right.
something else entirely. We've got so we were just talking about like the
So, I
world's
mean-
greatest minds that like engineered James Webb and like the things that we got on Mars and whatnot. But those same minds, or at least the same brain trust, can't figure out what fucking piece of junk is about to hit our satellite. Like,
I'm just saying that the chance of hitting something is infinitesimally small, and yet we're gonna fucking accidentally launch or accidentally hit the moon, which is many orders of magnitude further away and in more open sky than anything we'll be launching up, these fucking Starlinks and shit. And we're still gonna manage to fucking hit that on accident.
well, yeah. Well, and there's like, so this is gonna be an industry this is a future industry that's being built right now
To collect the
that-
space junk and bring it back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huge fucking magnets, along with
magnets and giant nets and so forth.
Something, yeah, because a lot of this
just
shit isn't ferrous. There's a lot of non-ferrous material up there, so magnets aren't gonna fucking help.
Yeah. So I mean, this is no kidding. Like, no kidding. Like, these are all valid points because like every year we're putting up like exponentially more and more and more and more shit. And it's not
yes,
just
all of it will eventually fall to the atmosphere, burn up, and be gone. That may take 1,000 fucking years.
Well, yeah, well, right, yeah. Eventually, like let's say that all space development like stops,
right?
And yeah. There's still gonna be shit floating up there 1,000 years from now,
right?
But this is an industry for the future because we keep putting up more and more shit, and it's not just like dead Starlink satellites or whatever. This is like when an astronaut is spacewalking and repairing something on the ISS, or years ago with space shuttle programs and so forth, and a single nut like gets lost out of his hand or whatever, that's now space junk that is potentially dangerous to either space stations or spacecraft or what have you.
Something else to think about here: when you're in the dark, and parents will know what I'm talking about, especially parents of boys. When you're walking around the house in the dark and you're barefoot, one of the biggest fears you have is accidentally stepping on a Lego. The only thing scarier than stepping on a Lego is stepping on a Lego construction, hearing it crack and crumble under your feet, and knowing that now there are hundreds of little Legos lying around and not just the one that you were afraid of before. And that's essentially the problem here. It's not that nut. It's that nut hitting something, and now that nut and pieces of whatever it hit are floating around.
Yeah. Valid. Valid. Yep.
So, yeah. No, I'm first of all, if I'm walking around my house at night and I step on a cat, I have bigger issues because I'm allergic to cats. So I don't have cats in the house.
Yeah. I've got 2 cats in the house on the other hand. I've never stepped on a cat in the dark and gotten clawed up from it.
Count your stars. Or
I think
my
cats know better. Like if they were in my way and got stepped on, they would know it was their fault and would fucking just run away. Because I have stepped on a cat in my house, and I didn't get clawed. I got a screaming cat that was running away, and not to be found for like the next 6 hours.
Right,
Kessler syndrome on your floor.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Nice.
Let's look at future dates for our show so I can get out of here.
Oh right. Yeah. So obvious possibility next Tuesday, like a week from today.
Right, March 1. March 8 is out.
Okay.
Well, March 8 is also suspected to be a Apple event.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What's going on?
Uh,
I've got something going on March 8 that's not what I wanted to do.
I don't know that. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. I'm thinking. Honestly, I think a week from today. Well, a week from Tuesday, because in some parts of the world it's after midnight. A week from Tuesday, so March 1st might be the way to go, dude.
Okay. Let me make sure that it works for me here. Physical therapy, women's practice. Nope, that is apparently open for me. It's also my Aunt Paul's birthday, in the day after my anniversary, or the day of my anniversary. Depends on how you want to count my anniversary.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
So,
we'll celebrate it on the 28th.
well, we already celebrated. That's why we went to Hawaii. That's one of the subsets of reasons we went to Hawaii.
Well, observe it, I guess, on the day prior instead of the day after.
So let's plan on March 1st being our next Ritual Misery.
Cool. It'll be Artemis, and I will try to get a quizmaster lined up. Wonder who I might contact first.
What?
Okay. So let's count on that. So a week from today.
All right. That should be showing up. That should be showing up on your calendar momentarily. Because they just put it on mine.
No doubt.
So.
Yep. No doubt. Right. I'm sure it will be popping up because that happens often.
We might be in Discord here shortly, so feel free to join us over there. But if not, then we will catch you guys another time. Thank you so much for showing up and showing out.
Absolutely. Yes. I love you guys. Man, the chat tonight has been more lively than a lot of our recent RMPs. So thank you guys so much for showing up.
If you like this format of Kent and I just getting on here and blowing the shit, let us know, because we're always looking for a new way to explore the show, and we're not hard set in our ways.
Yeah, exactly. If this is more enjoyable than like our formatted show, I mean, hell, this is This is no show notes easy. Like this is easy.
This is literally what we do on nights when we're not recording.
Yeah, a lot of times I'd prefer to do this than a formatted show. So
serial. That was one of the ideas we had, was to do this more often for patrons and Twitch followers or subscribers, and then do a normal show once a month for the regular show feed. So let us know.
Yep.
Let us know what you think.
Yep, absolutely. But yeah, so bit.ly/RMP Discord. If you are not already a member.
This is why you need thank you, WScottus1. This is why you need
thank you, Willie.
Show notes.
Well, no, that's why you need good mods like Willie. Willie's always joining on the spot with this kind of shit. So thank you. Yeah. bit.ly/RMP Discord. If you're not already in there, get in there. Share your ideas, your thoughts about this format, and so on and so forth. And Amos and I will hop in there here in just a few minutes.
Yep. I got to go tuck a 9-year-old in.
And voice. So I got to go. I just gotta go pee. And then I'll be on.
See.